Hi, my name is Jim Schatzel, president of Team Life. In this lesson, we're going to review the administration of Narcan. First thing we want to do is recognize an opiate overdose. During an overdose, opiates overwhelm certain receptors in the brain, interrupting a key part of the body's impulse to breathe. Breathing slows dangerously or stops. Reversing this process quickly is crucial because without breathing and oxygen, brain damage or death can occur. Quickly recognizing the signs and symptoms of an opiate overdose and acting appropriately can make all the difference. The three major signs are as follows. The person's unresponsive or unconscious, breathing slows or stops, and if you check the patient's pupils, you would find out that they're small or pinpoint. If you have access to Narcan, you want to immediately administer it as you're calling 911. So if I find somebody with a suspected opioid overdose, I'm going to make sure the scene is safe. I'm going to try to wake them up. If I get no response, I'm calling 911, gathering any emergency equipment I may have, and getting the Narcan. One of the things we need to remember is what we're trying to accomplish. With the administration of intranasal Narcan, we're taking this medicine as we're squirting it into the patient's nose. We want it to get into the lungs and into the circulatory system. Meaning I need an open pathway. If somebody is truly unconscious and flat on their back, everything's going to be pulled down gravity-wise. One of the things that's going to be pulled down is the patient's tongue. So we need to go ahead and move that, and we do that with what we call that head tilt chin lift. A hand on the forehead, a hand on the chin, we tilt back and lift up. As you can see, now both the oral and the nasal airway is open so that medicine can get into the lungs and into the circulatory system. So 911 is called, I have my Narcan. I'm going to show you two different devices that you may have availability. One is a Narcan administration, which is an all-in-one set. This has one dose of Narcan in it. After I open the patient's airway, I'm simply going to put the administration right into the patient's nose, and I'm going to push down on the plunger. I'm going to keep the airway open, and if it gets in the circulatory system, you'll see a very quick response in about 1 minute. Another popular device that's out there is in three different pieces that we need to quickly put together. What we're going to first do is take the syringe out. I'm going to take the two yellow caps off. The Narcan is in the ampule, which I'm going to take that cap off, and I'm simply going to screw the ampule into the syringe. At that point, I'm going to take the nasal atomizer, connect it, and just like we did with the other one, I'm going to open the airway, place into the patient's nose. I'm going to squirt the whole dose in, keep the airway open, and observe for breathing. If the patient doesn't begin to respond quickly, within about 30 to 60 seconds, I need to go ahead and start CPR. Thank you for attending this lesson.